If you're still cramming keywords into your book description, you're making it worse. I know that sounds insane. Every YouTube guide for the last 10 years told you the opposite. More keywords, better keywords, hidden keywords, backend keywords. But Amazon quietly changed their entire ranking system, and they never sent an email. They never made an announcement. And the authors winning right now are doing the opposite of what you were told. Fewer keywords, cleaner sentences, real descriptions. Because the system on the other side of your listing isn't a search bar anymore. It's an AI. And the AI hates word salad. In the next few minutes, I will show you exactly what changed and 3 things you can fix today to start getting seen again. Here's the deal. People online call this new system A10. Amazon never officially named it that. They communicated it. What matters is this. Amazon now ranks books using 3 layers working together at the same time. The old keyword search, a semantic AI called Cosmo, and Rufus, a shopping assistant with over 200 million users, or maybe more. I don't have the exact numbers. If your book doesn't speak to all 3, you stay buried. So here is what we are covering today. 1, why your cover is killing you on mobile. 2, the Rufus problem nobody's talking about. And 3, the 150 character mistake on your book page that's quietly costing you sales. So let's get into it. Okay, your cover is fighting for attention on a screen the size of a credit card. The average book on Amazon gets clicked on about, 0.2% maybe of the time it appears in a search. That's 1 click out of every 500 views. Now, here is why that matters. If nobody clicks your book, Amazon's algorithm makes a decision. It says, this book isn't interesting. Stop showing it. So even if you optimize your keywords perfectly, you slowly stop appearing in search. Most authors blame Amazon here. They are not showing my book. But Amazon is showing it. People are just scrolling past. And the reason is almost always the same. Your cover was designed for desktop, but more than half of all Amazon traffic happens on a phone. On a phone, a reader decides in about 4 seconds. 4 seconds to read your title, 4 seconds to recognize your genre, and 4 seconds to decide if you are worth the tap. And here is the test. And it costs you nothing. Open Amazon app on your phone right now, search your main keyword, look at your cover sitting next to the top 5 competitors. Does it disappear into the row? Does the title turn into mush? Does it feel the visual rules of your genre? Or does it stick out for the wrong reasons? If the answer is yes to any of those, that's your problem. Before you touch keywords, and before you spend $1 on ads, fix the thumbnail. Bold sans serif title, 7 words or fewer in your cover, and it has to look like it belongs in your genre, but slightly better than the other books around it. And that's it. That's the first fix. But fixing your cover only earns you the click. The real damage happens after the click, because Amazon measures something most authors have never even heard of. You know that feeling? Sitting alone at your laptop and wondering, am I doing this right? Every other author seems to know the secret, except you. But that's not true. We are all fighting the same battle. That's why we built Publbee, not as just another tool, as your all-in-one command center. Keyword research, niche scout, sales insight, cover generator, and many more tools. Everything you need to understand what's working. So no more jumping between 10 different subscriptions. And a community of authors who get it. So you are not alone. Join us. Link is in the description. Okay, this is where it gets wild. Amazon now has an AI assistant called Rufus. Over 250 million people use it, and they don't search anymore. They ask, what's a good, cozy mystery with a cat, for example? Or what should I read after Colleen Hoover, for example? And Rufus answers. Rufus picks the books. And here's the part that breaks everyone's brain. Rufus does not think in keywords. It thinks in concepts. So if your description is stuff with words like cozy, mystery, cat, amateur, detective, small town, that's just a word salad. Rufus has no idea what your book actually is. It's a list, not a description. But if your description says something like a cozy mystery set in a fictional New England village, perfect for fans of slow burn, Rufus actually understands that one. It can see the grammar, the relationships, and the kind of reader you're trying to reach. And that is a massive shift, and almost nobody is doing it. The old rule was stuff every keyword you can find. And the new rule is describe the reading experience so clearly that an AI could explain your book to a customer in one sentence. And here's a test you can run in 30 seconds. Open Amazon real quick and open Rufus. Type what's a good, your genre here, book about your topic. If your book doesn't show up, it's not because Amazon hates you, it's because the AI doesn't understand what your book is. Your listing is a pile of keywords pretending to be a description. And here is the real kicker. Reviews now feed this same AI. When a reader writes perfect for fans of cozy mysteries, that's not just social proof anymore, that's training data. And Amazon's AI uses those words to understand who to recommend your book to. So if you have ever wondered why some authors politely ask reviews to mention specific tropes or comp offers, that's why. Every review is a little vote for who you get shown to. The move isn't more keywords, the move is write like a human for an AI. Sounds backwards, but it's not. Now, you know the click problem and the AI problem, but there is one more spot where books quietly die. And it happens in the first 150 characters of your description. On a phone, your book description is hidden behind a See More button. That means a reader only sees about 150 characters before they decide whether to keep reading or scroll away. Most authors waste those 150 characters. And I have to say, sometimes it can be more than 150 characters. But it's not all the description. They write boring setup here. For example, in the small town of Riverside, life moves slowly. Mary has lived there her whole life, for example. That's boring. By the time you get to the hook, the reader is already gone. So those first 150 characters are not set up. They are a sales pitch. And here is a structure that works for fiction. A forbidden night, a dangerous secret, a man who would burn down the whole world for her. 3 short punches, conflict, stakes, and emotion. For nonfiction, try something like this. You are doing blah, 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 but nobody told you blah, 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 and this book fixes that. So same idea. Hit the pain, promise the answer, and get the past, see more. And open your page on your phone right now. Look at what shows up above the see more line. If it's not pulling you in, rewrite it. That single edit can move conversions more than almost anything else on the page. And conversion matters because Amazon is watching. If 100 people land on your page and 2 buy, Amazon shows your book more. And if 100 land and 0 buy, Amazon shows it less, then less, and then never. That's the death spiral. And it almost always starts in those first 150 characters. So here is the whole picture. Your book isn't invisible because Amazon hates you. Your book is invisible because the rules changed and nobody sent you the memo. And cover for the click, description for the AI, and the first 150 character for the conversion. Get those 3 right and Amazon starts working for you instead of against you. If only do one thing this week, open your phone, search your book, and look at what a real reader actually sees. Not the dashboard view, not the desktop preview, the phone view, that's important. And that 5-minute test will tell you almost everything you need to fix. The authors who figured this out first are the ones who get visible while everyone else is still arguing about keywords. And one last thing, and this is genuinely useful, I built a free Discord community for KDP authors. No paywall, no upsell, just real authors helping each other figure this stuff out. If you have got a question about your cover, your description, or your keywords, drop it in there. Other authors will give you honest feedback. I am there too, answering questions every week. Link is in the description. Just click and you're in. And if this video gave you even one fix you can use, hit the subscribe button. I break down what's actually working on Amazon KDP every single week. I would hate for you to miss the next one. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.